There it is, Maniac, Macklemore, new music, 102.7, Kiss FM. Little falsetto there. Macklemore joining us right now. It's so good to see your face, man.
It's so good to be seen. It's so good to hear your voice.
Thank you. I guess there's a couple things. I should say congratulations because you are a father of 3 now since I've seen you.
Yes.
And how is it different?
Pure insanity.
How is it? Yeah. How is it different having? I have none. Sisney has 3.
I have 3.
And Tanya has none.
Right.
3, you're just kind of like playing zone defense.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit of, the third, you're like, fend for yourself, enjoy life. We are not going to copy you like the first 2. This is going to be your journey. We're going to assist, but very different than the precious first 2 that I had. Mm-hmm. It's also a boy. I'm like, you got this. Figure it out. Don't mess with your mom.
You'll figure it out. All right, let's talk about Macklemore with us, his new music. So as I understand it, you were working on things and then you decided to essentially stop what you were doing and start over or work in a different direction. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, right when the pandemic hit, we were on our way down here to kind of wrap up the album. We were leaving to go to LA, had tickets booked and all that, and then all of a sudden everything really shut down. And I don't know how much of a different direction, but I think it was a different direction in that we just had more time to work on the art. Mm-hmm. And we would have finished something that I wouldn't say it would have been rushed, but it just would have been a little preemptive to how deep I was able to go into the creative process with an extra 1.5 years, 2 years. So yeah, it definitely opened up. Did that
lift a little pressure knowing that you had that time?
I mean, the one thing about my setup is, I've been independent this entire time. So I think a lot of people feel pressure being like on a label and they have deadlines and, all of a sudden they have to turn things in and the single needs to drop. And for me, I'm like, well, I'm going to give the world music when I'm ready to. Mm-hmm. And I don't feel, I think that it took off my own personal pressure of just like, I have more time to make a bunch of different type of records and then pick the best one.
Here's what I'm curious about. So since you started, since I started, since we all started, the music industry, the recording process, the length of a song, the release process, it's all evolved. It's all changed. The places where you can debut music, it's all changed. How do you look at it, and does it impact the way you work?
Yeah, that's a great question. It has changed. It's changed since, I put out my, last album, Gemini, 4.5 years ago, and it's changed immensely since then. TikTok, let's just call out the elephant in the room here.
Exactly.
TikTok has really changed the landscape of music. And I think that in a lot of ways, it's a fantastic platform. It's a great way for new artists to get heard and to gain a massive audience in a really short period of time. I think that what you're seeing from more established artists that have been around for a while is like, I don't necessarily want to be on TikTok and expose my whole life or feel like I need to completely have a secondary job, which is being a content creator. Mm-hmm. And nowadays you kind of do, whether it's TikTok or Instagram or Reels or Twitch or whatever it is, YouTube Shorts, there's a lot of different social media outlets that you really have to participate in. Pre-saving songs, we have to drive the pre-saves. There's so many different variables that come into working a record. Before, I would go talk to you, I would make a music video, and hope for the best.
It was a wrap.
Cross your fingers. Right?
Now it's very different. It has changed immensely. And there's moments of it that I really like. Like I have enjoyed, I got on TikTok, of course, when I started to put out new music this time. I felt like a dinosaur. I was like, I said that I wasn't going to do this, but here I am. There's been moments that are really fun. I understand why people get so enthralled in it and really addicted to it because, that dopamine hit of like watching a play count just go crazy in front of your eyes. And then the next time you post a video, no one watches it. And you're like, wait, what's the difference? Like, how do I figure out the algorithm? It's very addictive and it's very frustrating. But, you know, it's changed, it's evolved. I think if you want to compete in this landscape, for most of us, we have to play the game. And it's just about creating content that you like and that you enjoy and that actually shows your personality and knowing that it's going to be a job.
Well, Maniac's getting good response everywhere.
Yeah.
When you think about, like, so why that song's a great song. It's got a great tempo. It's got a fun sound to it. Why do you think it sticks? Like, what is it about that magic there?
I mean, I think that it has a throwbackness to it. You know, the hook is super catchy. The pre-chorus is super catchy. I think that it's a relatable record. But yeah, I mean, you make all these songs and they become kind of your babies, and then you lose track of what they actually are in the studio. And I played that for my wife and a couple other friends. In fact, I didn't even play it for them. My wife just like got a Dropbox link and started playing music for other people. And she took everyone to the car and played the album, and they came back in and they were like, yo, that Maniac though,
that's
like,
the one.
That one goes. So that's the one. And I was like, yeah, that's the one. I have no idea.
You get well, you're so close to it all.
Yeah,
you're so
exactly.
Close.
Exactly.
Somebody's opinion, especially going out, sitting, cranking up the speakers in the car. It's the best place to listen to music, to get like really just enthrall yourself into the melody and the song and the lyrics. Macklemore's new song, Maniac, it's out now. Tickets to go see Macklemore, by the way, with Imagine Dragons at Bank of California Stadium tonight are on sale at Ticketmaster.com. Brother, it's so great to see you. I hope to get you in here soon in person or see somewhere.
Absolutely. It's always really good to talk to you, Ryan.
Big hugs, buddy. Take care.
You too, buddy.
All right, see you later.